Hello Internet, welcome back to Cataclysm, playing our Fire series. Last episode we did a little bit of looting. We found this first aid book, which is really good to have some first aid skill up. We are very hungry, hydrated. We probably won't be tired for a while yet. Let's eat something. Really ought to cook those bird eggs. Is there anything else that goes bad like real soon? No. So let's make those. We can make some deluxe scrambled eggs. We'll make them out of, how many portions is one? 3 portions. We'll just make one for the time being, and we'll use the, oh, well, I didn't really, it's fine. Use bacon. We'll use bacon. Okay, eat some deluxe scrambled eggs. A lot of calories there because we used a meat product. We're warm, quite warm. Actually not really concerned about that. I think we just continue reading. Really not much for us to do. No, before we do that, let's look again. Our quarterstaff is just pathetic. Let's go ahead and make some more quarterstaffs. Need long sticks. Well, we do have some leftovers. Just move diagonally, who cares? There are some still out here. So go ahead and grab these, I think, and bring all of them inside. That cockroach is not a concern. It's just sort of hanging out there. Let's not put them on the firewood pile. No, don't step into the fire. Don't ever step into the fire. Let's quarterstaff. You know what? We don't have the iron shod quarterstaff recipe. We did find a forge in I think in this building. No, in this building. Right in here is a forge. And a charcoal kiln. So we don't need to build a forge. We could just go over there, craft ourselves an iron shod quarterstaff, and come back. The problem is we still don't have a welder because we don't have, well, one, our mechanics is too low. We wouldn't have the recipe. We wouldn't be able to craft it anyway. Our electronics is now high enough, but our mechanics is not. And we don't have any books with the recipe in it, I don't think. Let's take a look at our list. Yeah, I don't think any of these. Maybe the home repair guide would have the recipe, but it seems really unlikely to me. If we could get to that school, we would pretty much guarantee that we would find the book. I don't think we can spare. I don't trust myself to get in and out of the school. We saw monster density. They've been chasing us down really effectively lately. Our head is in bad condition. There was a turret around here somewhere. There was a horde of dogs over here. If we could just get in and get to the second floor, we would be fine. It's not worth it currently. Maybe in a few days. Maybe in a few days. Play the long game. In a few days, we'll sort it out. Drop these. For now, let's just make a new quarterstaff. So we'll just make a new one. Okay, wield the quarterstaff. Nope. Wield the, where? Wouldn't it be at my feet? Where's there your quarterstaff? Great. It actually does not decline the damage as much as I thought it would. It only downed the damage by 5. By 4. Moves per attack. None of that changes. So it's actually not super terrible to use the damaged quarterstaff. Why don't we? We'll keep it in our inventory and we'll figure that out as we go. Yeah, we can drop our boxers as well. We don't need to carry those. We don't need to carry the hoe. And we'll just go back to reading. My family just bought me a new office chair. Not new. They got it used at an auction. But it's real nice that they thought of me because I've been sitting in what is basically an outdoor chair. It's like a metal frame with a, it's like a plastic fabric, like a thick weave plastic, like it's a woven plastic, and it just stretched over a metal frame, and that's what I've been using as a chair for the last couple of months, because my old office chair creaked so loud that it was in every single video, and I think it annoyed people, so I don't, use that chair anymore. Very hungry. We're still not tired. I'm pretty surprised. We can eat some pesto, and then we'll eat, I think, just cabbage to fill us up because we've been eating a lot of calories lately. Not going to do anything with the mayonnaise. We will get this rotten food out of here eventually. Why is our intelligence down? Because of heat, I assume. Our first aid is now 3, which is great. I mean, it's not great. We're very hot. Can we get sick from being hot? Very hot. Specifically on our legs. Why, though? I took off my jeans because the compression shorts have 20 warmth. Good God. Okay, take them off. That's so weird. They're still shorts, aren't they? Okay, so we're still hot, but not probably very hot. It's falling. Yeah, okay. So we're going to be warm and or hot. We're hampered. Struggle to move in this heat. Okay. Well, I don't love that. But it's not a big deal because we're just going to read and probably go to bed. What can we read? Let's take a look at the home repair guide because I imagine it raises fab one way or the other. Fab to 8 requires fab 5. No recipes. Super weird that there's no recipes in that. But okay. This is not the book pile, so pick up the... I wish it dropped. It used to be that this list was in the order of the item you dropped. Now it's in alphabetical order by type, I think. So, like, because all these are tools, they're in alphabetical order, but then the book was at the very bottom because it was a different category. Drop that. Kind of liked it when it was in non-alphabetical, like when it was in order based on what you dropped most recently. But there's nothing wrong with it being in alphabetical order. It's, like, objectively better for it to be in alphabetical order. I think we raise our survival. Driving is meaningless. Could raise electronics to 8, but that's not very helpful. We could probably grind fab a little easier than trying to read one of these books. Requires planks and scrap metal. I hate that it uses planks. Distaff and spindle. Just planks. Hate that it uses planks. I would rather it be something a little less valuable. Scrap metal and rags, but they take 24 minutes. Can't do that. Strings, planks, and splintered wood. Wood shield, planks, headlamp. Oh no, see, these are the only ones. Let's check the ones that we can't currently make. None of these are really gonna appeal to me. Light battery mod, what does this do? Allows the use of light batteries and tools that otherwise could not. So could we use this on, say, a welder to make it use light batteries? Because that would be amazing. Because finding the medium battery is like the hardest part of trying to weld things. Because medium batteries are pretty uncommon compared to light batteries. Because that'd be amazing. I don't know if that works that way or not. Definitely keep an eye on that for the future. Yeah, most of this stuff is not going to be things we can make. Yeah, okay. So, I think distaff and spindle is the best way to go. Planks, scrap metal, just planks. What was the scrap metal and rag? No, because it took 24 minutes. Sorry about my throat. Pretty much every episode has me apologizing for my throat. Let's go ahead and make distaff and spindle. We'll just make 10 of them. Probably put us pretty close to leveling up our fab. Probably like 40%. Check fab to 75%. And we're still not tired, really. It sounded like something died outside. Why don't we take a peek out there really quick? It's so hard because I turn my sound way down that it's really hard for me to tell when things actually die near me. Especially when they die kind of in the distance. Okay, corpse, nothing really on it. Nothing there. Check. Oh, I see you. Hello. Hello, Zambi. Killed him. Bam, you're dead. Really nothing on you. You're wearing breeches, huh? Did you just come from the horse barn? Nothing really here that we care about. Okay, let's head back inside. Grab this. Back it off. Okay. Let's make some more distaff and spindle. We'll make 5 of them. Didn't use as many planks as I was worried about. Yes, you're a failure. Stop failing. We'll go ahead. Can we move? Can we use these as a wood do these constitute wood or so like items? I know when you burn clothing, it basically burns instantly and doesn't really contribute to your fire. I'm curious if items like this that are predominantly made of wood, if they actually can be used as fire material or not, or if it will just instant burn them. Minimal pain, we're warm but not hot. Bandaged head. Level 3 now in Fab. I don't think we could grind mechanics. I did just complain about this recipe on Discord. We could grind mechanics a little bit. Amplifier circuits, light bulbs or light strips, which we don't have. Oh, man. I guess we could get some of this stuff by taking apart headlights and then using headlight materials to craft new headlights, which would level our mechanics skill. That's a super tedious process, though. Foot crank, pipes, and chains. I don't know where you get steel chains. Wheels, we can't do that. Light wheel mount, can't do that. Two-shot special. We need fine screwdriving. I thought we had a proper screwdriver that came with fine screwdriving. I guess not. Pipe, scrap metal, duct tape. I don't want to use my duct tape. Yeah, I don't think we can grind mechanics like that. This recipe also uses duct tape and does not make a lot of sense because you're making a belt out of rags, which I think is so silly. And we would fail frequently because of our mechanics skill being too low, which means we would use up even more duct tape probably. So I don't think grinding mechanics is really something we can do. We can continue grinding fab, which would give us the ability to put proper doors here. If we look again, we were looking at the metal door, which requires fab 6, which is a lot, which I think is a little bit much for a door, considering it's literally just, you're building a door. It's not super complicated, but fab 6 is whatever. Reinforced wood door. Like other wooden doors, except this one has layers of nailed 2x4s and additional hinges for reinforcement. Barricaded, still susceptible to fire. We could maybe do that, just build a door and then reinforce it. I would really like it to be metal though, because most zombies can't overcome metal doors. Most of the basic zombies that we would be encountering would not be able to overcome a metal door. Fab 6 is like so high though, and would take a long time for us to grind to. I mean, we have a book for fab. What was the book? Fab required fab what? It was house repair. Requires fab 3? No. Fab 5. God. Okay. We're still not tired. Let's go ahead. It's been like 20 hours since we slept. Let's go ahead and continue grinding fab. I have caps lock on. Okay, turn off. Oh my god. Turn off caps lock. There we go. PFab. Can make some arrows. Arrows are pretty meaningless, however. And they do require fletching, which I really, don't want to have to spend. Requires a lot of planks. Don't want that. 1 plank and splintered wood. 20 splintered wood. Carding paddles. A pair of toothy wooden paddles used to clean fibers for use in textile production. That is awesome, but I have no idea why I would need that. 12 planks, no. Wood boat holds 5 planks. So there is stuff we can make. It's just a question of what is the lowest material requirement. Scrap boots. Boots made of random scraps. Very exciting description. 2 planks for clogs, but they take 1 hour and 42 minutes. Scrap helmet. Helmet made from scrap metal. Secured by simple strings. Loose collection of plates provides decent, but not the most convenient protection. That's pretty cool. I don't remember these scrap recipes existing, so that must be something that's new-ish. Or maybe I've just never had... No, I would have noticed these, I think. Wooden fishing spear, unfortunately, would not level us up. So basically, we're limited to this stuff here, which is not really... We're not really willing to make these things, so I don't think we're going to be grinding fab. Wooden cartwheel. I mean, we can make cartwheels. We only have materials enough for 12 of them. No, we only have materials enough for like 7 of them. But they're pretty fast, and wood planks and nails are not super hard to find. Ugh. I don't want to do that. Give me a book. Just give me a book to read. I don't care what book. We're just gonna pass time till we sleep. Yeah, family bought me a chair. It was pretty nice. I think he said he got it for $4, which is pretty cool because it's in pretty great shape. There's no rips or anything. I'm sure it's fake leather, so it's not like it's like super resistant to damage. So it's pretty nice that it's in good condition. I'm very hard on my chairs because I am a sloucher, which is really bad for. Usually the wood underneath the chair is what breaks first. Soup should not be in the beverage pile. Let's drink a beer, and we'll have some water. And I think we'll go to bed. So go ahead and put out the fire. Nope. Let's tend to our wounds first. So let's grab the makeshift bandage. Let's grab the bottle of antiseptic we've been churning through. We'll go ahead and apply a proper bandage. No, antiseptic first to our head because that's how you clean a wound. We'll use a proper bandage on our head. And we'll use a makeshift bandage on our arm that's super damaged. Or rather, the most damaged arm is what I should have said. We have some pretty good defenses at this point. I think the nail boards will buy us some time if the enemies do approach. Go ahead and sleep. Unfortunately, we're probably going to wake up in the morning, so we're not going to be able to go loot very much. See if we actually recover health overnight. Yeah, I'm very hard on chairs. So what can I talk about? Well, I talked about... Oh, so I told you I was going to watch Human Centipede 3 because I talked about the first two. I turned on the third one, and it started off with a disclaimer, and it said this video contains, I think it said graphic sexual content and violence, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Why would I expose myself? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I watched the first two, and in the second one, I was like, the whole time I kept thinking, like, why am I watching this? Why don't I turn this off? This is terrible. And I never did. I just skipped, anytime I saw something I didn't like, I would just skip ahead in the video. And in hindsight, it's like, why did I even do that? Why not just turn it off? You don't have to watch this. And the third one came up and said, hey, this is really sexual. And I was like, I just don't want to watch this, I don't want to poison my brain. My brain has been poisoned enough over my lifetime. I have a lot of stuff rattling around in my brain that I wish I didn't. And like, why even expose yourself to it? Just turn it off. You don't have to watch it. So I didn't watch it, because it bothered me. I think, I would really like to be able to make some meat sandwiches. We don't have any bread really. And we don't really have the materials to make our own bread at the moment. We have cattails nearby, but like, we don't have a food processor. So they take forever to use to make flour out of them with mortar and pestle. So I don't think it's worth it for like an extra couple hundred calories. I really wish we had found... Wait a minute, we cleared a pizza parlor. I bet there's flour in this pile. Yeast, Italian seasoning, cornmeal, boxes of flour. Yes, we have quite... Oh no, that's sugar. We have a fair bit of flour, about 100 flour. We can make some bread. Why don't we make some bread? Why not? Sounds like a nice project. Bread. Actually, we don't want bread necessarily. We want to look at the food menu in the bread section. Because Johnny Cakes also qualify as bread for sandwiches, I think. That was a long time ago. That might not actually be true. So we can make cornbread or flatbread. 15 minutes for flatbread. How many? 2 portions of bread. 83 to 479 calories. That's something that really confuses me because literally you can't make... It's literally only the one ingredient. So the reason that calories generally are listed as a range is because they have multiple ingredients, and depending on the ingredients you use, you will get a different calorie count. So it's a little peculiar to me that these would have variable calories when they're always going to be made out of 11 flour, which is a weird number, by the way. I don't know why it's 11. Of course, we don't have dirty water, so we would be using clean water, which is fine. I think we'll make 2 charges of flatbread. Okay. And then I think we will check their spoil time a week. Yeah. So let's make some sandwiches. Meat sandwich. We can make meat pizza. Red sauce, flour. So that just uses raw flour? I thought you needed a bread component for that, actually. So we maybe should have just made pizzas, because that would have raised our cooking, whereas meat sandwiches will not. Of course, we could have failed meat pizza, which would have wasted our ingredients. We can make meat soup. Let's just make meat sandwich. How many charges? 2 portions for 2 pieces of bread. Okay, we also have sourdough, apparently. I didn't know we had sourdough bread. Anyway, let's make 2 and hope that they don't spoil immediately. And we will use... Why? Why is... Oh, bologna. I was going to say, why is bologna not on the list? That's the whole reason I made this, was to make bologna. They have a 1-day spoilage time? Well, that's not great. So we're going to carry those with us just to make sure we eat them. We've healed up pretty well. Did we ever get access to that other quarterstaff recipe? We did. So all we would need for the forge is a pair of metal tongs and an anvil. But we would need to source a lot of metal to do that. Iron shod quarterstaff is a really good weapon. Problem is, it's going to get damaged over time. We still cannot repair things because we still cannot make a welder. I assume we still can't make a welder. Man, it sucks so much. Man, we have no books to grind our mechanics. We have no books to grind our fab. I think, I don't even know if it's worth the time investment to make the anvil and stuff. We're going to want it eventually. And if we make the anvil and stuff, we can make other tools if we're missing tools. I bet we could make a wood saw. You can't make a wood saw? Come on. So we still can't make the repair kit because we can't make the wood saw, which I don't get. I don't get it, but okay. Why don't we look outside, see if we can... Let's see what vehicles are around. Zombie. Man, there are a lot of zombies showing up, even though we've mostly cleared the area. Giant cockroach has not seen me, despite being right next to me. There are 2 zombies to our north. Maybe they were chasing the cockroach. That seems plausible. We'll head up here just to clear them out. Actually, if I could lead you onto the rose bush, would be great. Get you to just kill yourself would be nice. It seems to have done nothing to him. So, okay. Killed him. Oh, he's rotten. Well, that's a bummer. Hello, female. Come along. Let's see if we can lure her. Because when we hit the one, it was already pretty damaged. So if we could lead this one on, it seems like they do take damage just by stepping on the rose bush. Okay, just not enough to kill them, I guess. Yeah, still nothing. Nothing really appealing to me. So here we have a vehicle. Let me get this out of here. I have a small bag in the way. Car, no faction, no wheels, unfortunately. We do have gasoline, car battery. We have a hacksaw, so we have a wrench. We could start taking frames off of it and then butchering frames for huge amounts of metal. We could source materials out of it. That would give us some mechanics ability as we reinstall them into a new vehicle. We don't have a welder. That welder is really the bottleneck here. Are there any garages nearby? It's like my last ditch stab at things. Pharmacy, we definitely should have hit the pharmacy while we were down there before. Radio station, art piece. Not really seeing anything that jumps out at me as like a high priority loot thing. Kind of weird that there's a cabin in the middle of town, but then we have this forest also merging into the town, so... Bus station, don't really want to be there. Landfill. Really not much in this town that actually jumps out at me as things to loot. Most of this is garbage. Doctor's office. Yeah, most of this stuff is pretty trash. Some banks, which are not really something we can deal with right now. Bakery would be nice. It'd be more flour and stuff. Home improvement would be nice as well. I'd rather push north, I think, although this is literally like 100% houses and gardens. And then there's a pool, of course, because no town is complete without a pool, or 6. No, they fixed that. Yeah, I feel like the school should be our priority, because we're pretty much guaranteed to get mechanics books there, in addition to many other books that we want. we do have mostly full health at this point. We have good armor, mostly good armor. We could throw on the Kevlar vest and some arm guards, which would probably give more protection than the turnout trousers do, or the turnout coat does. We did wash them. Did we wash Kevlar? Let's peek inside real quick. We did not wash the Kevlar vest. What did I wash then? I could swear I washed the Kevlar vest and a rucksack. We did wash the rucksack. What did I wash then if it wasn't the Kevlar vest? Was it turnout gear? Was it a helmet? It may have been a helmet. What's the protection on a damaged Kevlar vest? 6 and 12. I would like more bash than that, I think. What's our current... Okay, if we lose the coat, it's 6 and 10 with additional protections. If we lose the coat, we put on the Kevlar. It's less encumbrance, which makes us more combat capable. And then we would need arm guards because it's a vest. The arm guards would probably be better than the actual turnout coat. Let's see what we can make in the way of arm guards. Scrap arm guards. 18 encumbrance is a little high for me. 2 by arm guards. 25 encumbrance. How is metal that you stitch together less encumbering than a piece of wood? It's a little interesting. Although I guess I've never glued or strapped these things to me in real life, so I don't have any real frame of reference. Paper arm guards, 10 encumbrance, low protection. I do think the turnout coat is actually better. It wouldn't hurt to throw on the Kevlar underneath of it. I guess the cockroach has decided to come be a jerk. Again, cockroaches harvest for mutant meat now. I mean, which isn't the worst thing in the world. We can still eat it. We're not going to eat it. We don't need to eat it. We're fine. I really think going to the school is the play here. It's 9 a.m. though. We can't go during the day. There's going to be so much monster density up there. We can go investigate and loot the surrounding area and just see what's up there. God, I hate myself. We should really call the episode as well. I do think we're going to go up there. I don't know if we're going to go to the school or not. I'm not making any promises. But for now, that's going to do it. I'll be back with more in the near future, and I'll see you next time.